Did you know there are 6 acts of love your cat hopes to receive from you for life? Most owners believe they're giving their cat everything, but your cat has been asking for something you didn't even know was missing. And if those acts go unnoticed, which for most owners they do, you quietly lose the bond they were trying to build with you. Let's start with the one no one talks about. 1. Keeping the same routine every day. What if the most powerful act of love your cat will ever receive from you is also the most boring one? No one talks about this because it doesn't look like love. There's no cute moment, no purring, no viral video. But consistency is the one thing your cat depends on more than anything else you could ever give them. Cats are not spontaneous animals. Their entire sense of safety is built around knowing what comes next. A 2019 study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats exposed to unpredictable environments showed significantly higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, same food, same time, fresh water in the same spot, a clean litter box waiting where it always is, walking through that door at roughly the same hour every night. That's not boring. That's your cat's entire emotional foundation. And here's what most people don't realize. When your routine is solid, your cat doesn't just feel safe. They start doing something that most owners dream about but can't seem to earn. They begin to fully let their guard down around you. And what that looks like, which I'll get to at the end of this video, might honestly change the way you see your cat forever. 2. Letting your cat walk away from you. Have you ever reached out to hold your cat and they just walked away? Most owners take that personally. But what if that moment is actually the most important test of love your cat will ever give you? Cats are one of the only domesticated animals that never lost their need for autonomy. Dogs were bred to follow, cats chose to stay, and that difference changes everything about how they experienced love. When your cat walks away from you, they're not rejecting you. They're asking you a question. Do you respect me enough to let me go? And most owners fail that test without even knowing it. They pick them up when they don't want to be held. They pull them closer when they're trying to leave. They chase them into another room because they want one more cuddle. Every single time that happens, your cat learns something. They learn that being near you means losing control. And a cat that feels like they've lost control will eventually stop coming to you at all. The owners whose cats follow them everywhere, sleep next to them every night, and never want to leave their side or have one thing in common. They let their cat walk away every single time without a single reaction. That's not distance. That's the deepest form of trust you can offer. And hey, if any of this is making you see your cat differently, hit like and subscribe so we can get this to every cat owner who deserves to know what love really looks like through their cat's eyes. 3. Using a soft voice every time you see them. Do you ever talk to your cat when nobody else is around? Maybe narrate what you're doing, greet them when you walk into a room, or just say their name for no reason. Most people feel silly admitting it, but what if that's one of the most important things you've ever done for your cat? A 2020 study from the University of Paris Nanterre found something most owners never hear about. Cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's voice. But here's the part that changes everything. They only responded when their owner used a soft, higher-pitched tone. The kind of voice you probably already use without thinking about it. When owners spoke in their normal adult tone, their cats barely reacted. But the moment that voice became gentle, warm, and directed at them, their behavior shifted. Ears moved, eyes softened, bodies relaxed. Your voice is doing something you can't see. It's regulating your cat's nervous system. Every time you greet your cat softly when you enter a room, narrate your morning while they follow you around, or whisper their name while they sit on the counter, you're building an invisible layer of safety no toy or treat could ever replace. 4. Playing with them like they're hunting. When was the last time you actually played with your cat? not tossed a toy across the room while scrolling your phone, actually played. Because most owners don't realize there's a massive difference between entertaining your cat and fulfilling them. Cats are born hunters. It's not a personality trait. It's hardwired into their biology. Every single indoor cat carries the same instincts as their wild ancestors: the stalk, the chase, the ambush, the kill. And when that sequence never gets completed, something starts to quietly break down. Cats who never get a real hunt simulation don't just get bored. They develop anxiety, aggression, and in some cases, genuine depression. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that cats with insufficient play stimulation showed significantly higher rates of behavioral problems and stress-related illness. So, what does real play look like? You move the toy like it's alive. Slow it down behind a corner. Let it pause. Let your cat crouch and lock eyes on it. Then a quick burst of movement. Let them stalk, pounce, and catch it. That sequence, stalk, chase, catch, is not a game to your cat. It's the one ritual that tells their brain, I'm still who I'm supposed to be. And here's something beautiful about this. When you're the one on the other end of that toy, your cat doesn't just see playtime. They see you as the one who understands them at their deepest level. 5. Giving them a place above your head. Why does your cat jump on top of the fridge or squeeze onto the higher shelf in your closet? Most owners either laugh at it or get annoyed by it. But what if your cat has been desperately trying to tell you something about what they need to feel safe? Cats don't see the world the way we do. For a cat, height equals safety. It's not a preference. It's a survival instinct that never left them. In the wild, an elevated position meant seeing threats before they arrived. It meant control. It meant nothing can touch me here. And that exact same wiring is still running inside your indoor cat right now. A study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats given access to vertical space showed significantly lower stress levels than cats in environments that were only spread out horizontally. And this is where most owners unknowingly fall short. You might give your cat an entire room, a big house, plenty of floor space. But if there's nowhere to climb, nowhere to sit above everything and everyone, your cat is living with a low level of anxiety you'll never see on the surface. This doesn't mean you need to spend hundreds on fancy furniture. A cleared shelf near a window at all bookcase they're allowed to claim. Even a simple wall-mounted perch by your desk. When your cat sits up high and looks down at the room with those slow, calm eyes, that's not attitude. That's the first time all day they've actually felt peace. 6. Staying still when they sleep on you. Have you ever been pinned on the couch for an hour because your cat fell asleep on your lap? Your leg is numb, your phone is out of reach, and you refuse to move. Most people laugh about it. But what's actually happening in that moment is the most profound thing your cat will ever do. Sleep is when every animal is at their most vulnerable. No defenses, no awareness, no ability to escape. In the wild, a cat would never fall asleep next to another animal unless they believed with every instinct in their body that nothing bad would happen to them there. And when your cat chooses to fall asleep on you, they are telling you something words could never say. You're the safest place I know. Remember when we talked about keeping a consistent routine in the first point? This is where it all leads. Every time you fed them at the same hour, every time you spoke softly when you walked in, every time you let them walk away without reacting, every time you played with them like their instincts mattered, and every time you gave them a place to feel in control, you were building something invisible. And when your cat finally curls up on you and drifts off, that's not just a nap. That's everything you built coming full circle.